I'm Mike Sanderson, and I put together private loans secured by real estate so my investors and I can get solid returns while having a positive impact on our local community. Have you ever wondered how you can get a good return on your investment dollar and feel good about what your money is creating? Me too. I have never enjoyed the ups and downs of the stock market. I did not understand it and certainly got tired of the roller coaster ride I seemed to be on over the long term. So I decided many years ago to take control and keep my money invested right here at home in something I understand and have some control over. Here's my story. When I was a young boy growing up in the small town of Milton, my parents borrowed money from our new neighbor to build a larger home for our family. Over the years, I got to know this neighbor and found out he loaned money to people all over town to finance homes and other real estate. As I got a little older, I would deliver my parents' house payment, and I was also the local paper boy. Over time, I started asking our neighbor, whose name was Percy Walden, about his business. I kept asking questions until he finally took me seriously and started sharing little bits and pieces about private lending. What impressed me the most is the freedom he seemed to enjoy. Even as a young boy, I wanted to know what was the difference about our new neighbor. I wanted to know why he didn't leave for work every morning like the rest of our neighborhood. When I became an adult, I started selling real estate and could not wait to do my first private loan deal. As a real estate broker, I have also built many houses, developed building lots, remodeled houses, and have acquired rental properties. Over the last 4 decades, I have been active in all forms of real estate investment. I have always enjoyed private lending more than any other form of real estate investment because my money is working for me instead of the other way around. Having done hundreds of private loans, I especially like not dealing with tenants and toilets. Most forms of real estate investment are nothing more than a job. As I get older, I find myself much less interested in trading my time and effort for money, and much more interested in having my money work for me. As I invest with my money partners, I find that they seem to enjoy the same things that I do about private lending. It is really rewarding to see the worst house on the block turn into a great, up-to-date, and energy-efficient home. The most rewarding part is listening to the neighbors as they tell stories about the problems this house created in their community. They bring refreshments and thank the workers for turning the house from an eyesore to a great home. Everyone loves having their neighborhood improved. When I look back on what Percy shared with me about how private lending was done in the good old days, I find that the basic principles he shared are still applicable. At the same time, business and the world have become a much more complicated place. In future videos and reports, I will share some of the timeless principles I learned from Percy. One of them was, if you don't understand an investment, don't invest in it. He went on to say, everyone understands the value of a home in our community. If you are like me and some of this makes sense, let's meet informally. The purpose of us meeting is, number one, to get to know each other and see if we get along. After all, we all enjoy working with someone we get to know, like, and trust. Number two is to get a general idea about your investment history and what you liked and did not like about it. And number three is to share what we do in general and to answer any questions you may have. At the end of this meeting, the only decision we both have to make is, do we want to continue our discussion in the future? You can use the contact form at renewprivatelending.com to contact me. Whatever your decision, I wish you well. Happy investing.